having an okay idea of what I'm doing.
I think so. I think there's gonna be more on that in the future. I'm trying to think what I'm missing here. But what motivated you to direct it to?
That was the the part of being dissatisfied with how I'd seen other things that I'd written, how they came out, you know. So.
To be doing more of it, right?
Well, I'm dying to do a second season of this. We have to find out what happened with Ray and Dwight.
Yeah.
We have to find out, is he still in the picture? He had a very deadly.
Oh, that's right. I just have a new asshole.
His name is Frank.
Oh man.
And then we have to see what happened with James. Is he a real estate agent?
I don't know.
What is the budget for the next season?
$3 million.
I get
Let's get
paid.
started on
No.
No, I don't know yet. I've outlined it. I haven't written it yet. I like this season. I wrote it to what I wanted it to be, and then I had to scale it way back. Like I had to. There are scenes that had to go. There are James originally, that scene where he's like, "No, I'm gonna go. I'm the one who gets the storm out." That was supposed to be shot in a restaurant, and when he tried to leave, chairs were in his way. So he's like, "Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me." But we couldn't do that because that involves being in a restaurant, having chairs, having extras, having all of that stuff. So I thought, okay, what's another version of that? And it was the car, which I think in a way is almost funnier.
Looks high budget from where we sit, and I mean, everything came together well. Is there anything that you want to add that?
Well, if you want to tell your friends about the show for any reason, we're going to be actually launching the show on YouTube this coming Monday, the first 3 episodes. Every Monday after that, there'll be 2 more new episodes. We're also going to add some extra sort of video stuff if we can each week. And then probably, I think, so it's going to be episodes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think maybe when we launch 6 and 7, we're going to start the crowdsource funding campaign for season 2. Because if people do enjoy the show and they're involved and they care about the characters, that's the time. Versus waiting till it's all out, and it's a year later, and then we try to. What's the expression? Strike while the iron is hot.
And you have a whole lot of people now. You'll have fans, and you'll have cast and crew that have all participated in this that want to be part of it back. So.
Well, and that's the thing. So like everybody in season 2, every single person who had a moment that we have, whether it's Ann or Casey or Steve or whomever it was, Chuck, I want to write more for all of you guys because I loved everything you did. Casey's a mystery. Who is that guy? Nobody knows what the fuck he does. Oh, and Luke, of course, Luke.
Yeah.
Because Luke and Ann together, I think, was this young guy.
Yeah, we should do a little bit more of that. I'd like to ride her coattails.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, that's the thing. If Ann is available, because Ann's, she's a shooting star.
Can you send us a one sheet or something if we want to post about it?
That's a great idea. Let me see what I sent to our public relations company, and I will pull it and I can email it to you. Absolutely.
And that's a favor that we can all ask of all of you, is to social media the hell out of it, just to get people to watch and tune in and get the word out. It's that's.
Yeah, I mean, it is a word of mouth kind of a situation. If you enjoyed it, if you believe in it, don't push you if you don't. But
although it is on Queerty TV and Instinct magazine right now.
Yeah, we are actually the front page of Queerty, which is a website that I think like the hottest website actually that does gay political entertainment news. It's the one. They have their own awards show. We're on their front page right now, and we got a good review.
Oh,
They
that's
said
sweet.
that they had some, they say that lots of funny moments. You know, I can stop there. I don't need to see any, I'm not gonna read any more reviews. I'm
Yeah,
sticking
that's
with, first one's positive, okay, I'm good, I'm done.
Yeah.
You know,
Thank
one thing I was just gonna say too is that I always like to give, political and historical context to everything, because the show is just, it's funny and it's poignant. It's got that like sweet and salty like blend of those moments, but it's also touches on larger issues like ageism, and like what you keep reading about baby boomers haven't invested in, or like people being judgmental about different aged, different generation relationships, or about not talking about suicide, though everybody always says we should talk about it. Nobody kind of really does, or nobody's really there. Or what do you do when a friend calls you for it? So the show is got a larger context that I think is important.
Yeah, it's not a gay show, it's a human show.
Yeah,
That's what I look at it
My
as.
parents watched it. My dad said he could relate to a lot of the characters, and I really appreciated that. Like, cool.
Yeah, we didn't, it's not like we're afraid to be gay, but we wanted, and we didn't water anything
I
down.
don't think we weren't. I can vouch for us. I don't think any of us were afraid.
Well, we didn't lean into what a lot of programming would do, which is the sort of titillation factor.
Yeah.
We
Writing
have
a scene,
have a
yeah.
little bit of that, but because that's life. I don't want it to be whitewashed. I don't want it to be.
Right.
Sterile.
Thank you. I was gonna say a TV show. I don't want to.
Thank
I don't want to call out that TV show. But yeah, we don't want it to be sterile. We want it to be real, and we want to see many parts of someone's life. And to be honest, being at my age, and I think conversations we've had, James and I, and Gedde's been married for 400 years to John, so that he's not in this.
410.
No.
BC.
Congratulations. The fact that hunting down hot boys, I don't even use the term boys, but I'm going to say it, is nowhere on the agenda. And that was, I managed to find a hot young boy, a 30-year-old man, but I wasn't really, just some guys are like crazy about that stuff. All they care
Right.
about, and there's an aspect of the gay community that is that, and I didn't want this show to be that. Like my life, James's life, the people we were talking about, the concern in our life right now was setting ourselves up for the future. Like that's and other, our bodies are getting old and we feel things, and like
There's no show that reflects our age group. There really
Yes.
isn't. And as gay men, to do that, it was, and do it in a universal way, was pretty wonderful.
Maybe like Grace and Frankie, but that's
Yeah.
about it.
Right.
Yeah.
And the thing about Grace and Frankie, and I actually watch it and stuff, but it would have been kind of cool if they had cast gay actors to play those parts. I get, you can get a show greenlit when you have names attached to it, but there are, I don't know that he would have done this, but like Nathan Lane is somebody who.
Serena McKellen, but I think they're busy right now.
They're also
You
a
do
little bit
Grace
too
and
old.
Frankie.
But there are other people who could have done it. And anyway, I'm not knocking the show. I'm not knocking the casting, but it's nice to see when people don't do that, and to have the opportunity to cast gay people playing. And I would cast straight actors to play roles too if they're the ones who's right for it. But it is a nice opportunity to cast.
Well, playing openly gay people playing gay people is a very new thing. It's something that Hollywood's never touched on now in the last 10 years, and so this is a nice change to see that being heightened, especially with men, because it's been done a little bit more with women, I think, than with men. Does anybody have any questions?
We kind of need to wrap things up.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's okay.
I want to say thank you to everybody for coming,
Yeah,
especially
thank you.
like right before dinner time and staying just after dinner time and
Way
not
after dinner time.
gnawing your arms off for some sort of sustenance. And we had always talked about having some sort of splashy celebration, but we're just not there yet with obviously with where we are in the world. And anyway, I know I speak for all of us, but, thank you for your support, and thanks for coming, and thanks for sticking it out with us tonight. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.